Welcome, Esther. Welcome. It's great to see you. Where are you right now? Bearing in mind it's Sunday evening, between 6:30 and 7:45.
Naturally now, where will I be?
As in, where will you be? But imagine we're in church right now, sat watching this.
In Guatemala?
Will you be there by now?
Yeah.
Exciting. Oh, that's cool. So you'll be in Guatemala. Great. Anyway, so I want to ask you a couple of questions. The first question we'll ask you is how have you got to the point of wanting to go on mission? How have you got to this point?
Well, I was brought up in a Christian family, kind of a given, and so the faith has always been really important to us, and mission has always been a kind of big part of the Edwards family. So it's always something which has really interested me. And then when I became a Christian, when I was 13, at a Christian camp, I think since then, the main thing which Jesus put on my heart is people who are less fortunate than us, so especially those who are living in poverty. I think that's probably my main reason, that I feel I need to understand their situation more, and how we as Westerners can help them, and to understand what God's doing in those countries as well. So, which is why I'm going with a Christian organisation rather than just another charity. Yeah, I think for me, I need to experience poverty firsthand, in order to understand how we can help. And as hopefully that's what I'm going to be studying at uni, I thought it was a good basis for the start of my gap year.
Where are you actually going?
Guatemala.
Where is that in this world?
It's in Central America, or the continent of North America, or the grouping of Latin America.
Nice. Lots of people say South America, so
But it's not.
it's not South America.
It's not South America. That's the wrong one.
Where is there any countries that we've heard of around Guatemala?
Mexico.
Nice, I've heard of that. I can do that. You also tried to tell me another country that I had no idea about either, didn't you? Next to Belize, yeah. I have no idea about that country, but and I quite like geography. So mission. To you, what does mission look like? If I said the word, when you hear about the word mission, what does it mean to you?
I would say that it's just serving God in a more active way.
Okay.
Some people believe it's in a foreign country, but
Right.
I don't think it needs to be.
Yeah, that's cool. So, what are you specifically going to be doing where you're going?
We're working with a Guatemalan charity project in Guatemala City called La Puerta de Esperanza.
Nice, I'm
Which
glad that you pronounced
means,
that.
well, I've probably pronounced it completely wrong, but it means the door of hope. And it works with kids who live on the street in a part of the city called the Terminal, which is where all the markets are, and it's the dirtiest part of the city, and there's also a massive rubbish dump there. So they're the most vulnerable kids, and they're very vulnerable to like gangs, prostitution, drugs, and crime. So we're working with them, bringing them into the churches, and just doing simple things like playing with them, because they don't really get much attention at home, and doing a bit of teaching. Apparently they love people who teach English, so we're doing so yeah, a bit of education, just kind of giving them a safe place to go.
How could you encourage us, the congregation, to get involved in mission, get involved in, how can we do stuff for other people? What would you suggest?
I think my answer would be better once I've been.
Right.
But first of all, prayer.
Yeah.
Prayer is so important, and the basis of all mission, or it should be.
Yeah.
And yeah, often we feel helpless, like living in the UK. And I mean, I know there's a lot of poverty in the UK, but the mass issues are not really in the UK. And a lot of people can't afford to go abroad or aren't physically able, but prayer you can do from anywhere. So people say that giving is kind of an obvious one. I mean, obviously things need financial funding, so giving is useful, but if you can afford it, yeah. But I think prayer.
Okay. Talking about prayer, what can we specifically do for you whilst you're away? Talking about feeling a bit helpless, you feel a bit helpless in some ways maybe whilst you're away for 3-4 weeks, who knows. What can we do for you?
I think, so I'm going with the team, praying for the team as a whole, and that we'll really bond, and that God will be the main focus of the team. As I've heard that from our orientation weekend, that it is a very trying time for both our faiths and our relationships within the team. And the oldest girl in my team is only 24, so we're quite young and not that many of us have experienced that sort of thing.
Did you say 24 is young?
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. I'm 24 and she always says I'm old. Carry on.
And also for the people we're going to be working with, that they'll be really welcoming to what we're there to do. But that they know that we've come because of God, not just because they think we're good people or something. Yeah, the work we do is effective, and yeah. Buenos días.
Buenos días.
Mucho gusto. Dios te bendiga.
I don't know what you're saying now. What are you saying?
God bless. You want to say igualmente.
What?
Igualmente.
Igualmente. What does that mean?
And
you too.
You too. Like equally to you.
So say it again. Let's try this.
Dios te bendiga.
I forgot what I'm supposed to say. What am I supposed to say?
Igualmente.
Igualmente. Okay, go on.
Dios te bendiga.
Igualmente. Yeah?
Close.
It's good. It's good. Exciting.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Adios.
How's